This is King Edward VI College, Centre number 20570, Unit 4 performance of Oh Dear Sylvia. My name is Luke Plimmer, my candidate number is 6756 and I play Jamie and Philip.
My name is Gabrielle Mansell, my candidate number is 6595 and I play Jo and a nurse.
My name is Molly Williams, my candidate number is 7043 and I play Sylvia.
My name is Tim Hanley, my candidate number is 6385 and I play Ed and Sergeant Sirloins.
My name is Avni Johnson, my candidate number is 6503 and I play Kat and Cassie.
My name is Freddie Appley, my candidate number is 6033 and I play Wilfred and Aaron.
Hello Sylvia, there is any sunlight in you, as I've rectified that immediately. Hello Sylvia,
I don't need you.
there is any sunlight in you, as I've rectified that immediately. Hello Sylvia,
Happy birthday, Sylvia!
there is any sunlight in you,
Come,
as I've
Sylvia,
rectified that immediately.
Good girl.
Hello Sylvia, there is any sunlight in you, as I've rectified that immediately. Hello Sylvia, there is any
You broke us, Sylvia!
Happy birthday, Sylvia!
there is any sunlight in you.
You broke
Come on, Sylvia!
There you are, Sylvia. Nice and fresh, yes? Now, we don't want you to be too hot, but you're going to laugh at this. They won't let me open the window due to possible cold or infection. I know, right? In case you've gone mad, I'll tell you. But I can get you a fan to cool you, yes? Okie dokie.
What's happening? Where am I? Oh, what the hell is going on? Who are you?
Yeah. I like to stay with my patients, you see.
What's going on? Where am
At
I?
all times for as long as I can. Because it must be very lonely to be so
What's
locked away.
happening to
I've seen this stage over and over, and yet although I'm used to the shock of it,
Ed.
I can still empathise and move with each fresh patient. And no, I'm not shocked by it, but they are. Life's been snatched from them in a heartbeat. But somewhere deep inside the brain of this paralysed body, there are brainwaves. So there is
Are
life.
you listening to
Right
me?
next to me. I saw the scans the evening you were first brought in,
So
Sylvia.
when can I go home?
Thankfully, there are no signs of life to hook you up. You scored so badly on that Glasgow coma scale. It rates whether you can open your eyes. Well, you can't. Your motor response? Nothing there.
What?
And your verbal response?
Hello? I'm here! I'm here!
Nothing there. Just because there's no signs of life, it doesn't mean you're not aware. You'll pretty much spark out in that heart motor. That doesn't mean I won't find something I can feed back to the doctors and family. You know, this job requires three important attributes. Patience, vigilance, and most importantly, hope, which is the most essential. Everyone else in this damn hospital will give up hope before I do. But they forget. It's only at the very edge of life and death that we truly live.
Oh, how long have you been working on this?
And let me tell you, Sylvia, it truly is a privilege of mine to witness that day of your life. You're right there, Sylvia. It is too hot in here. I'm boiling in here. But that fan should cool you, yes? I'll be right back, darling.
So,
Ed,
it's me.
what are you doing here?
I'm not sure you can hear me, but the doctors have told us to talk for you. Are you? Well, no, to you, yes. All right. You probably don't relish the idea of me blabbering on at you.
Not particularly.
But I'm hoping that's preferable to the sound of an empty room. Christ, I hope it is. Just out of interest, sir, why did you decide to become so hellishly unkind in those last couple of months?
Excuse me?
I know things weren't great for you in the marriage.
Bit of an understatement
I
there.
know that. But honestly, I thought we could work through it. I was already in enough distress. Did I really need to be subjected to your turbo
It
sarcasm?
wasn't about you.
That kind of spite. It's corrosive. It ate away at itself. What did you want with the money? The money that you swindled away from us. What was more important than family? For God's sake, Syl, why didn't we matter?
You did matter, but it was for my dad.
He broke us, Syl. We split off in so many bad ways. Still bad now, sometimes.
Well then, I'm sorry.
So, this one Friday evening, in the middle of the worst of it, I decided to pretend to be cheerful. Half these were chips, I thought. I was glad to see the cute place to be was gone. To be in the warmth, to have a purpose. I didn't want to go and sit alone in my car. A car, which incidentally had a noose in the room. Well, not incidentally. Up until that point, I knew I'd be able to stave it off by thinking about how Cassie and Jamie needed me to stick around.
I do need you.
Cassie had only just moved into her first flat. She was so scared till Jamie had already gone along to the army recruitment office. They took him immediately, just what they were looking for. Lost, sad, full of rage, full of potential. He was gone. She was gone. You were gone. I pulled away from the curb, and my mind started to chase me towards the bloody tipping point. The noose was well made. It was nylon and strong and manoeuvrable where it needed to be. The slip knot was well executed. That was the most important part. As I fall, I needed to jump my neck forward and snap it clean. No fuss. In that moment, all I wanted was for you to find that I'd hung myself because of you. I stepped onto this slimy log and mumbled something pathetic. I was like, "Dear God, if you existed, and I'll know pretty soon, please, be the strength of my children that I could never find in myself, and help them to forgive me for this." I pulled the noose towards my head, and just as it was slipping over my ears, I lost my foot. I reached down, took up the torch, and examined the log that attacked my back so viciously. And do you know what I saw, sir? Fresh roots. In the middle of some big storm, this old dying piece of wood had fallen. But in its new horizontal position, it had come back to life. It wasn't done yet. It was so clear to me in that moment. No matter how battered by your storm I was, I didn't have to accept that I'd been found. I still had strength. I still had sack. And more importantly, and what you'll never understand the joy of, I still had my sadness to shelter and grace. Oh! No. I was just going.
Hello, Sylvia.
Hi.
I like this gentle part of the day. I should be home now, but it's only at this time I think that my parents look right in their heads.
So you're going then?
Normally I do the day shift, as that's when I feel nursing is most genuinely effective. My opinion, that is. I also need to be at home at night for my son. The few hours I have alone with him each evening is the bedrock on which I'm going to build his future, I tell you.
Oh, please tell me more about him.
Luke, his name is. He's been through so much that no boy his age should ever have to go through. It's a long story of how dear old Wilfred got here. But to sum it all up, I decided that the shunning of myself and my son Luke was not to be tolerated. Sorry, sir.
I'm sorry.
As I said, Sylvia, should be getting to it now, but sleep lightly. We'll get out of this situation soon. Good night, Sylvia.
Good night.
There you go, silly. You hate your hair being trapped in the bottom of the bed, don't you? All messy. Okay, much better. I remember the first time you let me touch it. It's when I first took you to the cottage. I loved watching you sit on mirror. You'd seen nothing like it before. Do you remember the cottage we rented, silly? No heating except the open burner and brown water. 2 rooms and a bathroom. Tiny. God, your face is a picture. I was so relieved you loved it all. Getting away from everything. And for those 4 glorious days, that's what we did, didn't we? It was only when we were away from it all where I could see a bigger picture of my life. And proper focus with your help. You fell asleep by the flying carpet. I brought a pillow for your head and a blanket. You can't stop me. You didn't stop me then. Did you think at first that I, a woman, was laying next to you? Each small kiss led to the faint gasp from you, for which once you did resist. You invited me in. But when we woke up, silly, my world was different. It was new, it was female, it was you. I was consumed by you. Still am. You know that. But you weren't the same that morning. Said it was just the whiskey. But you thought it was Ed. That was cruel, Phil! Don't call my love a mistake. Please. Ever. And for this, Phil, I've always wanted you to...
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sylvia. Happy birthday to you.
Oh, hi, Joe. Oh, gosh, what's this? Oh.
Now, come on, Sylvia. Make a wish. I thought mine would be. It's not my birthday, is it? Now, come on, Sissy. Summon everything you've got and blow. There, all gone.
So you're enjoying my birthday cake, sir?
This is lovely, Sylvia. Bit weird, though. I mean, when you're eating a cake with Miss Piggy's face on, you know it's cake, but I can't help but expect the taste of bacon. I don't know if I'm pleased or disappointed. Oh, anyway, I've got some exciting news. There's someone here to see you. Miss Cassie. This guy is going to change your life. He's a policeman, hon. Don't worry, you haven't done anything wrong. I'll sit over there and you carry on, Joe. What is this?
Hold on. What did you put this in there? Hello. I'll let you ask a few questions.
Mum when she was ill that I would look after Sylvia. I don't need looking after her. She trusted me. I saved up every penny I could get so that Sylvia would come and live in my flat with me. I encouraged her to go to uni, to go travelling, to read, even though I never did. I know all that. I tried. I tried so hard. I know, and I appreciate that.
Joe. Come on. Joe.
Thanks, Sylvia. You were right.
Mom, there's a letter here from Jane.
Cassie, Jane.
He's asked me to read it to you. I've already read it, I know it's not good, but here it goes.
So glad to
Dear
Dear Sylvia, I can't call you Mom, because I don't want to. You haven't been one to me for the last 5 years. Just wanted to make that clear, right? Yeah, okay. Well, I'm sitting here writing this bluey to you from the patrol base. Dan and Cass told me what happened.
Are you okay there?
Although, I'm really not sure anyone knows what happened.
Are you safe?
I just don't get how a woman like you could fall off a balcony unless you were pissed. Or pushed. Or both. Anyway, it's happened now, and I know the doctors have told everyone to keep talking at you in case you can hear. But personally, I don't really care what you can or can't hear.
Jamie.
But Dad was just so insistent on me writing to you, especially on your birthday, so here it is. Cassie will do the honours.
I could go off on a big one about how you fucked up everything in this family. Especially can't get over how mean you've been to Cassie and Willow.
But there's no point arguing on about it, because the damage is done, and you know what, she survived it. We all maybe I should explain to you why I'm writing this letter, which is in fact from a makeshift medic centre. A couple of weeks ago, our unit was deployed temporarily as part of an operation I'm not really allowed to mention in this letter, except to say we were heading into difficult territory. Eventually it was time for us to walk the camp, and we were all jammed in pretty tight. Eyes, something I'll never do. The fight wasn't really eventful, but as we descended, sandwiched the motor, stood around open until we all pulled out. And what we saw was a vast landscape of bloody nothing. As far as the eye could see, sudden quiet was palpable. Only the sound of boot and movement and heavy breathing. I look around and I see the faces of these men. Don't you think I would die for it? I would take a bullet for any one of them. These were my family. These were my brothers, and I loved them as such. You wouldn't get it. No one gets it unless they've been here. What happened next was a bit of a blur, so I don't really remember. I briefly remember coming over the hill, and then we took fire. Fire! I was sitting flush on my leg. Aaron here was somehow in front of me. I remember, because the moment first when I lit him up, an enemy round hit him in the head, sending shards of blood and brain and hair flying everywhere. Large clumps of soil whacked me from either side. 262 enemy rounds slamming into the ground. Couldn't even tell what was mine and what was his. All I knew was the pain. Am I going to die here? No. Well, luckily the rest of the team were rescued by the 1st Royal Irish. Only Aaron is a fatality, and 2 shabby, or cocked on. Tell you what I'm doing. I learned that day that life is precious. And I'm going to say that every living moment of it. For courageous Aaron, for courageous Dad, for courageous Cassie.
You should.
Not you. I'm going to survive this, and I'm going to survive you. I don't need you. I don't live for you. And I no longer look for your look back. So, happy birthday.
Who's this one from, silly? It's hilarious. 2 fat old ladies sat on a bench, had no one to rave on. That'll be us one day, silly. So it will. If you ever bloody wake up. And then, one day, silly, I'll get you a card on your birthday which I'll say on the front of it to my wife or to the one that I love. Wouldn't that be great? Yeah, it would. Surely would. That's right. Lovely funny card on your 40th birthday. 40? You don't look it, honestly.
Cat is brighter than most people. Academically brighter, that is. That stuff is easy peasy. But emotionally, spiritually, and interpersonally, in these areas, Cat is utterly stunted. Ask any of her patients and they will know an effective medical machine of a person. Efficient and diligent. They feel safe around her. Trust her totally. Ask me and I know a doubting, childlike, volatile person who often breaks into displays of roaring aggression. Cat is a woman with little to no hold on her temper. Hell does she have one. Her temper is the portal to profound furies, but she has yet only ever come twice. The night she murdered Philip, and the evening she fought with and pushed me off the balcony.
Silly, I just can't watch you slowly killing yourself right in front of my very eyes like this. Destroys me so it does.
Oh, well, don't look then.
Oh, I'd stream me out of all of you. Put that fag out now and come inside. It's fucking freezing out here.
No, I bloody won't, Cat. Go away. Shut up. Can't bloody bear the sight of you. And with that, I seal my fate. Cat saw her obsession with me as a vital chance to get away from Philip. She did indeed try the simplest route by telling him that she loved me and wanted to go. But that was when Philip turned even uglier and threatened to fabricate all sorts of lies into her section. Make sure everyone would know her dangerous mental illness. Philip was unquestionably a controlling bully of a man. Perhaps he knew that Cat walked a thin line between sanity and crazy oftentimes. I gradually came to know it too. I found Cat quite exciting to begin with. I was flattered by the attention. I found the secrecy thrilling. Not just the clandestine nature of the relationship, but the hidden elements of the actual woman. Cat was not what she seemed. Ed was. Ed was exactly what it said on the tin. Reliable, steady, and yes, dull.
So?
Even my kids were a bit predictable. They were exactly what kids were supposed to be. Endearing and funny and sweet and naughty. I'd give anything to turn back time and re-establish myself in the centre of my boring, predictable family. My wonderfully normal husband and kids. Cat sedated Philip with diazepam, crushed up in his porridge. So easy to mask the taste of maple syrup and hot milk, apparently. She watched him get drowsy and limp. She injected him with diamond hydrochloride, heroin, that whole gram. A drug that she could easily obtain because she's the one at the surgery in charge of returning and used drugs. She said that she chose a method of death for Philip that was relatively painless. A woozy slide into unconsciousness, and then a quick tip off the edge of life. Merciful, clean, and neat. Then she rolled him up into a big old tent bag, zipped it up, fastened the clips on the side, and put it in her car parked in the garage. Drove to my house. So I had to protect my family by rejecting them. Look at you. You think you're better than me, do you? So much that you want to die to get away from me. Well, guess what, Sylvia? I'm the one that needs to get away from you. Time wears on and we all wear out eventually, so I'm leaving this room and you, the bloody undead. Now watch me. Joe. Are you okay?
Sorry, Six.
What's the matter? It's just...
It's all so bloody hard.
I know.
I can't believe it's come to this, an infection. I had so many other ideas of stuff to stimulate you, like a live band, tickling therapy, that was another one, and fish nibbling at your extremities. Lots of great stuff like that.
Sounds like you got a flighty then.
I really think that one of them will work. Eventually. Got an infection trumps all, quite frankly. But your fury's in there somewhere still. They're saying that what I have to do now is accept to you to Christ. If that's it, then I have to accept that I have completely let you down.
No, you never did.
Haven't I? But you know what, Sylv? All this time, we've all paid homage to you, circled you, making sure that you come first, and making sure that everything is all right for you.
That's not true.
It's gone on for so long. I don't think you're even aware of it. But even after all of that, I would have taken all of this from you if I could have. That's how I've always thought of us. But honestly, I just can't go on feeling guilty that this happened to you. And as Ed says, it's quite simply not my fault. It's not. It's not. I have no baby sister, you know.
You too.
You and me, big and small, together, forever. You will always have me, darling, and I'll always have you. Back. And I'm Joan. I'm strong, and I'm ready.
Hello, Sylvia. I'm going to prepare you for an all those visitors come to see you.
Okay.
I want to make sure that your last moments are pain-free and dignified.
I'm not ready to go.
You know what? Just between us. I'm really going to miss you, Maya.
No, I'm not ready to go.
I really am. Now, it's time for me to take my place firmly in the background.
No,
As the next phase of my role begins,
not yet.
I've got to assist with the dying to make sure it's the best that it can be. But I want you to know, Sylvia, I'm going to do everything I can to support your family.
I won't understand.
And that's a
Please.
promise.
Let me try.
I'll walk with you to the gates, okay? So go out, Sylvia. Go out.
So, the doctors have told us that due to the fact that you didn't finish your will, it's up to us what we do next. And no matter how unbelievably hard this should be, there was only ever one answer. Do you remember when we took that drive into the middle of nowhere, and you turned to me and you said, I wouldn't want to be alive if I couldn't be me. Well, Syl, at the moment you're not here. And I don't think I'd be able to live with myself if I had to keep you alive like this. I love you too much, Syl.
Mom. Listen. The doctor said the infection's bad. I told Jamie he's on his way. Jamie's coming. I just want to let you know that I know I said earlier about how you messed up. I'm sorry. I forgive you. It's okay. I just want to let you know, Mum, that I'll always love you. I will always love you.
Hi. Yeah, it's me. Your son. Do you remember your son? Probably not. I wasn't going to come, except it's come to this. This doesn't mean I'm forgiving you, by the way. It doesn't mean I'm ever going to forgive you. I just need you to know that. My knee's buggered. Oh, I put metal pins in it. I've been supposed to be walking on it yet. My operation was last week. But Cassie texted me, told me just how serious it all was. I could just tell from the way she said she was being brave. She's always brave. You can tell that she was trying to be the adult, and all grown up. It broke my heart to know that she thinks she has to do that. I know Dad's here, but the big brother looks after the little sister. Those are the rules. Those are always the rules, and they're right. They're right. Saw a cat outside. She was going to come in. You know what I did? Stopped her. Tripped her up with this. And held her down and said that she'll never see you again. I did that for you. Don't know why. You didn't deserve it. You didn't deserve anything. And I'm sorry that you'll never recover from this, but I'm not going to allow your coldness or your dysfunction to filter down into our lives so badly that we're going to forget to look after each other. I know you think I don't know much, but I know I've got to look after them. So, wherever you want to go, just go.
Goodbye, Sylvia. It's been a pleasure.
Bye, Mom.
Bye, son. Never forget you. I'll always love you, Mum.
It's okay, Syl. You can go now.